How's everybody's day? Awesome. First, let me start by saying if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do so. We are so close to that 1K. We want to surpass that 1K. We can do this, guys. I believe in you. So, I talked on this topic about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, something like that. But since then, obviously, we have grown as a channel, and I've been asked frequently why it is that I do what I do. The quick answer is I can't do much else. The long answer we'll get into here in a second. But to explain the quick answer, about 2 years ago, I broke my back. And broke my back on the job, by the way. The doctor told me that I needed surgery. He explained the risks, that I may not be able to walk, that I may not come out of surgery. I was not okay with those risks. So I never went through with the surgery. Unfortunately, with a broken back, it doesn't ever just heal. It doesn't happen. I will have a broken back for the rest of my life, but I'll be able to live for the rest of my life versus either not coming out of surgery or not being able to walk after surgery. When I was given the option with those risks, I couldn't take it. I just couldn't. I'm thankful that I didn't. Some days I'm not, because obviously when I'm having a bad day and my back starts messing with me, I could be down for the count for hours, days, whatever. It doesn't feel good. But the doctor gave me a list of restrictions. With that, I couldn't just go out and get a job. First and foremost, the job that I broke my back, the job that I had while I broke my back, however you want to word it. I can't go into much detail, but once I broke my back, I no longer had my job, kind of thing. So I couldn't just go get a different job, whatever, because I'd have to explain my issues. I'd have to explain my conditions. And no job's gonna hire somebody with my conditions. So I took my settlement. I invested in this company, this business, this hobby, this whatever you want to call it. I took that investment and I bought quite a few animals. Now, mind you, I've already dabbled in this industry with a buddy of mine prior to this, so it wasn't like I was just jumping into it. I've always had a passion for these animals, reptiles in general. So it wasn't that I blindly jumped into this. What had happened was I saw this as my silver lining, and I ran with it. It's been my passion, these animals, like I said, for as long as I can remember. My goal realistically, my only goal with this is to spread that passion and that knowledge onto younger generations, older generations, my generation, and more to come. That's the most rewarding thing about why I do what I do. I'm not making a lot of money. Right now, I'm not making no money. But I don't do it for the money. I do it to spread, again, the passion and the knowledge on these animals. I've been stopped at least twice being recognized from YouTube. And I really can't tell you a more rewarding feeling than having a little kid come up to you and tell you which video they like the best, which animal they like the best, and tell you how awesome you're doing. It really doesn't get better than that. The reason why I started YouTube, had a little knot right there. The reason why I started YouTube was because when it comes to these animals, these reptiles, they don't breed year-round. Some may, but the animals that I have do not breed year-round. So I have a small window of when I can pair up animals and when I can actually produce these animals. So in the downtime, I have the feeders, sure, but those feeders, sorry, one of my lights just died out. Excuse me. The feeders aren't making much revenue on themselves. So I figure YouTube. I can post content like this, not generally like this, but I can post content doing this, hopefully build an audience, and eventually YouTube will actually start paying me for my content. It won't be much, but maybe enough to survive in the downtime. I don't have a bunch of animals to produce a bunch of animals, so it's gonna take a while before I can make a good living doing what I'm doing. I know that eventually we can get there. I know that eventually I'll have enough subscribers and enough watch hours here on YouTube that I'll start turning revenue from this alone. Again, even when I do that though, it's not going to be enough to live off of. I will still need other income sources. Again, I got the reptiles and the rodents for that. So hopefully with these three income sources, eventual income sources, I'll be able to make a living. As a lot of you guys know, all this is going to Bella as soon as she's old enough to actually press forward with the passion. I'll still be involved, obviously, but this is all for her. Like, this is all going to her just like that. The main reason for that is because I want to give her everything that I never had. I don't want to give her or to allow her to struggle within life like I had. Obviously, you know, we are our own person. We make our choices, and, you know, we make our bed and we have to lay in it, kind of thing. But at the end of the day, I want to give my daughter a well-started income source so that way she never has to struggle. I know that she has the passion that I have. I am teaching her more and more every day, which she's a sponge. She absorbs the knowledge, and it's awesome. I know that she'll be able to take this and run with it and succeed more than what it may succeed up to that point, but we'll find out. Like I said, I just really wanted to post this video. That way I could kind of just come back to it as a reference, because I do still, or not so much still, but I do continue to have people question, or not so much question, but just ask why I do what I do, and videos are just always better, I think. And that way I can just share it a bunch of times instead of having to go over it every time. Hopefully you guys watched till the end. If you did, leave a comment down below to let me know. I do appreciate you guys. I really hope that you like our upgrades. I really hope that you like our content. I really, really, really hope you guys take care. I love you.
I love you.
Right now it might not mean nothing. You might not understand it. But this is yours. And I'm not talking about just the car, baby. Love you.
Love you.